I am Robyn Hanna. I am the Senior Director of Global Communications here at Dynamic Signal, and I am excited that you've joined us this morning for our webinar with Sutter Health.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carey Peterson. I'm the Director of Internal Communications here at Sutter Health. And Sutter Health is a not-for-profit organization based in Northern California. And within our organization, we have 53,000 employees, nearly 12,000 physicians, and 5,000 volunteers. And in my role, I lead communications and engagement strategies to really inform and inspire employees across the organization. So I'm really looking forward to sharing our journey with our mobile app with all of you today.
The reality is that employee expectations have changed because the way that we communicate in our everyday lives has changed. Because it's really not about changing employee behavior to receive the information we want to send them. It's about changing our behavior to align with what is most convenient and productive for them.
We're all communicating in that way outside of work. So they're saying it's about time because it's the experience we're all familiar with.
Every year we have our CEO leads one of the biggest meetings, I would say, for our organization, and we call it Management Symposium. So at that time, we have managers, all managers and above from across the organization attend an all-day event. And we felt that that would be the most strategic way to launch the app. Is what better way to get our managers informed and engaged so that in turn they can have enough time to launch, to get their teams, start having conversations with their teams and, just getting them comfortable with the app. So that was a milestone event for us. Yeah, and the main message that we wanted to convey when we announced the app and what is the Team Sutter app, it's what's in it for them. It's not about what's in it for Sutter Health. We really want employees to interact with posts and get instant access to organizational news and upload their own news. So that's how we framed our approach to the launch.
So we know that in just 4 months, 36% of employees had adopted the app, which was great. What are some of the things that they were doing in the app? Can you talk a little bit more about the functionality, and maybe that'll paint some color also around why legal had so many concerns?
Well, and again, speaking of the employees, where this is the first tool where they kind of have a voice. So what we saw and what I think we continue to see, the majority from our user base are just snippets of their day with their colleagues and their teammates. We see people taking pictures of their managers for Boss's Day. We see if there's perhaps a 5K or some kind of race in the community that Sutter Health has sponsored and the big teams joining.
Yeah, and it really helps us to connect all of our employees across the organization because we're so scattered across Sutter. This tool is really helping people get to know each other.
We have some profile questions built into our platform. And one of those questions is whether or not the employees consider themselves clinical or non-clinical employees. And we have more clinical employees than we do non-clinical, which is really important for us. I mean, the assumption there is that means we are reaching our employees who are not at a computer, or deskless employees, we sometimes call them. So that's really great news for us. We're still using our traditional communication methods as well. We haven't given up our email and other channels. In fact, we're utilizing them to promote the app. So the app is just that extra piece where we can, again, it comes down to measurement, right? This is a way we can measure finally how effective it is for our employees who aren't at a computer. It gives us some insight there where we haven't had before. So I just wanted to clarify that.
What is the advice that you would share from your own experience here?
Yeah, certainly making sure that you have the right resources in place with the app. That's key. And then, as we talked earlier, making sure that you've got the right leader buy-in and support, and having a mobile communication strategy. And how does mobile fit into your current internal platform?
Right.
So it's really making sure that you're aligned overall with your communications strategies, and that's the mobile, how it connects or cross promotes into other channels.
Technology and tools are great, but content, as they say, is king. So you need to still create really compelling content.
So those first three items, you know, we were already kind of doing that. The app just gave us a different way to share it with our employees. But that last item is very unique to the app. And this has been very great for our organization. A broadcast allows us to take a piece of news. So one piece of news that we've turned into a post, we can broadcast that out, meaning that that piece of news will get delivered to everyone's email address, as well as give them a mobile push notification. Like I mentioned, I get them on my phone, at least 10 of them from different news sources, to our employees' phones, should they agree to sign up for that. We've had a lot of success. We can also measure those broadcasts. And I love this because it's that happy medium, right? Because we were just talking about email. We know our employees like email. We've taken communication surveys. We know this. The app is different. We know not everyone's on it. So this is great because it's the best of both worlds. It's this new app, this new tool, this new way to communicate, and it is delivering into a way that our employees are familiar with. And we've gotten a lot of folks then asking more about the app, or I can see them signing up like as soon as we hit a broadcast. So that's one thing that's very unique, of course, that isn't in our arsenal of the other points.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us and sharing the Sutter story. I know that people are really interested by what you guys have accomplished, and again, I know it's not always easy to go first, and in an industry like healthcare, it can be really challenging, and what you're doing for your employees is incredible, and we're excited to be partners with you on this journey.